Miller, is that a doable item? Can we post a special meeting of the legal subcommittee today for March 4th?
Yes, we believe that would be a prudent thing. It's possible that ultimately the meeting won't be needed, but this is a challenging and important subject, and it was our thought that it's a good insurance policy to notice it with 14 days to give us the flexibility to work this item further.
Shall we direct that, legal subcommittee?
Well, as part of the...
Do we want to direct him to do that at this point?
We had in the subcommittee, so I guess maybe that's a little confusing, but are you just suggesting that we direct staff at this point to provide notice?
That's correct.
Okay.
You mentioned you'd like that done today. I'm wondering if we should officially direct staff.
I wasn't sure when the 14 days starts for the I guess you'd count backwards.
Yeah. It's not today, but I think just in the spirit of doing things as a full body, we probably should make it a recommendation that there be a special meeting of the committee, and that it happen that it happen before our next full commission meeting, and that it will be noticed with 14 days notice.
Certainly, and then just further, for this particular meeting, the only agenda item that we would be looking at is the selection of VRA counsel. So that would be the description that we would ask staff to put on the agenda for the March 4th special meeting. One thing we didn't agree on necessarily is time.
Or place.
Or place, that's correct. I suspect we were assuming Sacramento, given, we're 50-50 on the legal. And because we have space. But again, this is technically, we could talk about it later and bring it back to the full commission and still have the 14 days if you'd prefer, just for time purposes.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's great. We'll go ahead and just ask the legal subcommittee then to put together a date and put that together, and we'll talk about it during the subcommittee meeting. I just wanted to ensure if you wanted that done today, we got it done. Very good. As far as the subcommittee structures go then, did any subcommittees decide on a chair, vice chair type structure? Is that something that would be relevant, since we're talking about doing subcommittee crosstalk and coordination? Would it be appropriate to maybe appoint a point man or point woman for each team, and that way when communication needs to happen amongst the subcommittees, there's a focal point for that? Is that something, I'm just asking what your thoughts are? How can we better come up with a subcommittee structure that will allow for that?
I think we should continue our rotating